The White Tiger. Aravind Adiga's The White Tiger is a thought-provoking novel that tells the story of Balram Halwai, a poor Indian boy from the countryside who rises to become a successful entrepreneur in the city. The novel was published by Atlantic Books in 2008 and was awarded the Man Booker Prize in the same year. The novel is set in contemporary India and provides a gripping insight into the social and economic inequalities that plague the country. The novel opens with Balram writing a letter to the Chinese Premier Wen Jiabao, who is planning to visit India soon. The letter serves as a confessional of sorts, as Balram details his rise from a poor village boy to a successful entrepreneur. Balram begins by describing his upbringing in Lakshmangarh, a small village in northern India. He is born into a poor family of sweet makers, and his only hope of escaping a life of poverty is through education. However, his family is unable to afford to send him to school, so Balram has to work in a tea shop to support his family. One day, a wealthy landlord from the city visits Lakshmangarh and offers Balram a job as a driver for his son, Ashok. Balram jumps at the opportunity and soon finds himself in the city, working for the corrupt and exploitative Ashok and his equally corrupt family. Balram quickly learns that the only way to get ahead in this world is through deceit and cunning, and he sets out to create his own business empire. Balram's rise to success is not without its challenges. He faces numerous obstacles along the way, including the wrath of his former employer and the corruption of the Indian political system. However, through his cunning and ingenuity, Balram is able to overcome these challenges and establish himself as a successful entrepreneur. The novel's protagonist, Balram Halwai, is a complex character who undergoes significant growth and development throughout the story. At the beginning of the novel, Balram is a naive and idealistic young man who dreams of escaping poverty and making a better life for himself. However, as he is exposed to the corrupt and exploitative world of the Indian elite, Balram begins to shed his idealism and adopt a more cynical and pragmatic outlook on life. The other characters in the novel are similarly well developed. Ashok, Balram's employer, is initially portrayed as a sympathetic and well-meaning young man who is trying to make a positive difference in the world. However, as the novel progresses, it becomes clear that Ashok is just as corrupt and morally bankrupt as the rest of his family. The other members of Ashok's family are similarly unscrupulous, and the novel's supporting cast is populated with a colorful array of corrupt politicians, businessmen, and criminals. The White Tiger is set in contemporary India and provides a scathing critique of the country's political and economic systems. The novel explores the deep-seated inequalities that exist in Indian society, particularly between the country's wealthy elite and its poor rural population. Adiga's portrayal of modern India is unflinching, and the novel's depiction of corruption, poverty, and violence is a damning indictment of the country's political and economic institutions. The White Tiger is a work of literary fiction that combines elements of satire, social commentary, and Bildungsroman. The novel is written in the form of a letter, with Balram addressing the Chinese Premier Wen Jiabao throughout the narrative. This format creates a sense of intimacy and a confessional tone, allowing the reader to enter into Balram's world and experience his journey firsthand. Adiga's writing style is engaging and witty, with his use of humor and satire adding levity to an otherwise bleak story. The novel is narrated in the first person, with Balram's voice providing a unique perspective on contemporary India. Adiga's prose is vivid and descriptive, and he uses language to create a sense of place and atmosphere. The White Tiger explores a number of themes related to social inequality, corruption, and the quest for individual freedom. One of the key themes of the novel is the idea that social mobility in India is largely determined by one's caste, social status, and access to education. Balram is born into a lower caste and a family of sweet makers, which means that his options for upward mobility are severely limited. The novel shows how Balram is able to overcome these obstacles through his own cunning and resourcefulness, but also highlights the systemic issues that prevent many others from doing the same. Another major theme of the novel is corruption, both at the individual and institutional level. The novel portrays a society in which bribery, nepotism, and political influence are commonplace, and where the most vulnerable members of society are often left to fend for themselves. Adiga's portrayal of corruption is scathing and unflinching, and the novel offers a stark critique of the political and economic institutions that perpetuate it. Aravind Adiga's approach to writing, The White Tiger, is one of social critique and satire. The novel is intended to expose the deep-seated inequalities and injustices that exist in contemporary India and to offer a scathing commentary on the political and economic systems that bolster them. Adiga's target audience is broad, but the novel is particularly relevant for readers who are interested in issues related to social justice, economic inequality, and political corruption. The White Tiger is a complex novel that contains a number of intricacies, metaphors, and symbols. One of the most notable of these is the novel's use of the white tiger as a metaphor for Balram's journey. The white tiger is a rare and powerful animal that is said to have been born only once in a generation. Balram sees himself as a white tiger, a rare and powerful individual who is able to rise above his humble origins and achieve success through his own cunning and resourcefulness. Another important symbol in the novel is the rooster coop, a metaphor for the social and economic system that traps individuals in their place in society. Balram compares India's lower classes to roosters in a coop, trapped and unable to escape their fate. The novel suggests that the only way to break free from this system is through individual initiative and resourcefulness. The White Tiger has been widely acclaimed since its publication in 2008. The novel won the prestigious Man Booker Prize in the same year, making Adiga the fourth Indian author to win the award. The novel was also shortlisted for the John Llewellyn Rhys Prize and was named a New York Times Editor's Choice. The novel has been translated into more than 40 languages and has been widely praised for its vivid portrayal of contemporary India. In conclusion, Aravind Adiga's The White Tiger is a thought-provoking and engaging novel that offers a scathing critique of contemporary India. Through his use of satire, symbolism, and vivid prose, Adiga provides a unique perspective on the social and economic inequalities that plague Indian society. The novel's exploration of themes such as corruption, social mobility, and individual agency makes it a compelling read for anyone interested in issues related to social justice and economic inequality. The novel's accolades and recognition, including the prestigious Man Booker Prize, speak to its impact and enduring relevance. Overall, The White Tiger is a powerful and important work of literary fiction that offers a window into the complexities and contradictions of modern India. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.